are now entering Armbar Audio.
Hello, and welcome to Armbar Audio's NXT Takeover 31 predictions. I'm your host, Tim Farley, and next to me is my trusted companion,
John Jones. What's up, people?
So,
we got a pretty good takeover card coming up this Sunday, October 4th.
I'd say so. I'm looking forward to it. All matches have me interested.
Yeah, and that's not always the case. So it's good to see. A little that came sort of out of the blue, but we'll get into that as we continue. So let's kick it off with our first match. So, Kushida versus Velveteen Dream. Tim, what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, this all started when Velveteen Dream, Kushida, and Cameron Grimes were in a triple threat match to get into the ladder match for the NXT North American title.
Right.
Velveteen Dream lost and then attacked Kushida. Since then, they've been trading back and forth attacks on each other. Velveteen Dream costing Kushida another championship opportunity by attacking during the Gauntlet Eliminator match. What do I think is going to happen? Well, we saw on NXT this week that Kushida is vicious.
Very vicious. I've actually taken to calling him Killer Kushida.
I think what should happen is Kushida definitively beating Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
Kushida is a treasure and should be... This is the push we should be getting. John?
I'm in total agreement, Tim. Kushida needs this win, especially since he's been off TV for so long and just recently came back. Velveteen Dream should not be getting anything at all.
Yeah, he shouldn't even be there.
He shouldn't even be there, but that's another topic for another time. So I'm looking forward to seeing Kushida wipe the floor with Velveteen Dream.
I hope he makes Velveteen Dream tap and then doesn't let go until it snaps. At least in kayfabe.
Yeah. We're going to move on to our next contest.
Santos Escobar putting his cruiserweight title on the line against Isaiah Swerve Scott. Isaiah Swerve Scott beat Escobar when he was a masked wrestler during the cruiserweight title tournament. He also pinned Escobar during a 6-man tag team. I think it was a no holds barred or street fight tag team match with Breezango against Legados de Fantasma, and pinned Escobar, like I said. But whenever he went for the title, Escobar used a loaded luchador mask to headbutt Swerve and beat him.
Yeah, something I've never seen before. And it's not every day that you see something in wrestling that we've never seen.
So, will Isaiah Swerve Scott be able to pin Santos Escobar for the third time and when it really matters?
Honestly, I hope so. And only because I'm a huge fan of Isaiah Swerve Scott. I have been a fan of his for a very long time, since before he was in NXT. At the same time, I'm not exactly not a fan of Santos Escobar, but I liked him better as Hijo del Fantasma. Although, I am very intrigued by this faction, and the promo package that we got on the last edition of NXT was very good.
I agree.
Very good stuff.
Before I get into who I want to win or predictions or whatever, I would like to say that if WWE wants their cruiserweight title to be taken seriously, they need to ditch 205 Live, the show.
Yeah.
We're not watching. No one's watching. We're not keeping up with it.
Yeah,
The Cruiserweight title should be defended on NXT and NXT UK, and it will never have the prestige of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title because 205 Live.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This storyline is good, but I wish it was featured more on NXT other than 205 Live.
I wouldn't even be upset if it was featured on SmackDown and Raw either.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
that would definitely help.
That would definitely make it feel more like IWGP's Junior Division, where they have spots on every card. I don't see.
Then you could open the avenues to wrestlers like Chad Gable.
Who else is on there? I mean, I feel like Aleister Black is probably under that. But I don't know.
I don't think so.
Even
if he was, he shouldn't be.
But yeah, they seem to go way more on weight class than... I feel like New Japan more so... They used to be real sticklers for weight, but it seems now, like we had Shingo as part of the junior division. We had... who else? We had...
It was basically just Shingo.
I mean, Ospreay was still in there even after gaining some weight and gaining some momentum. So they seem to go more on style. Yeah, sort of like how Impact does.
They could actually give Ricochet and Ali a shot at it instead of just throwing them against the Hurt Business every week.
Right, definitely.
But we'll talk about that when we do our episode on the draft. NXT North American Championship is being contested by the champion Damian Priest against former champion and one of the black and gold or yellow's best, Johnny Gargano. Now, Damian Priest has defended the title once against Timothy Thatcher and won. Johnny Gargano got this opportunity because when they did the ladder match, Gargano and Priest were both at the top. Gargano unhooked the title, but Damian Priest took the title. The storylines going into this and the female title match is the Garganos have started the Gargano way and all of that. And on Takeover 31, will the Garganos leave, the power couple of NXT, leave as champions? And I will say definitively on this subject, no. Damian Priest will retain his title, no matter what underhanded tactics Johnny Gargano employs.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm looking for Damian to retain as well, because, I mean, in my opinion, he still is too early in his reign to lose it. And Gargano... I don't know, man. Gargano, I feel like he's had these opportunities. And I don't want this to come off as mean or rude, but I'm a little stale on Gargano. I have been for a while.
I think his new gimmick is interesting.
Better.
But, like you said, like the opportunities and such... If he's planning, like Tommaso Ciampa is, to stay in NXT and never get called up, he needs to be in feuds with younger talent, like we saw with Adam Cole and Austin Theory this week on NXT. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
not in the title picture.
Yeah, be the gatekeeper.
But, the only way I could see Damian Priest losing is if they're calling him up because of the draft.
Yeah. And I hope
I could see Vince being really
happen.
high on him. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen either. I want Priest as the champion. North American champion.
Moving on.
So, we haven't disagreed yet.
No, we haven't disagreed, but that's because... And I feel like with TakeOver, it's more rare that we do because we think about WWE storylines in very similar ways.
Yeah.
For the most part, we've had knockdown dragouts over stuff before, but you know, that happens. We disagree. I find we disagree a lot more when it comes to New Japan.
You never know what you're going to get there.
You never know what... Ain't that the damn truth? Another story for another time. We got a G1 show coming up after the G1 wraps up. So,
yeah.
Oh boy, are we going to talk about someone whose initials are YH?
And a guy who's named after a calming, meditative, physical activity. Tai Chi, John.
Hey, I got that one.
You didn't get that one.
Yeah, no, I did.
No, you didn't. I had to tell you.
Sure. Our penultimate contest. Or at least what I assume is going to be the women's title, Io Shirai defending it. What do they call her? The Tokyo something?
I don't know. She's had a lot of
Did
names.
they have a name for her?
Genius of the Sky, Joshi Judas.
Joshi Judas. That's what I was trying to think
But
of.
she's not. She's like a tweener now. I would say she's even face. I don't know.
Especially against her opponent, Candice LeRae.
The Poison Pixie.
The Poison Pixie. Io is definitely the face of this feud, for sure.
Candice LeRae is coming off a win with her feud with Mia Yim, and she has adopted the Gargano way and has been using underhanded tactics. She attacked Tegan Nox and injured her before the Women's Battle Royal for the number one contendership and won the Women's Battle Royal to earn her a spot against a former rival and former friend, Io Shirai. John, what do you think?
Well, let's see here. I think Candice LeRae has a better shot at Io than Johnny has at Priest.
Agreed?
But I still want Io to win. I still want Io to win, man. I want her to be the champion for a long time. And if she's going to lose it, I want her to lose it to either... Oh, man. I was going to say Martinez, but she's on Raw now. As part of an unfortunate occurrence. So, I will just limit it to one. If she's going to lose, she's either going to lose it back to Rhea, or she's going to lose it to Shotzi. In my opinion. So, I'm picking Io Shirai.
I want Candice LeRae to have the NXT Women's title at some point. I love Io Shirai. Now, when looking at the NXT female roster, there's more faces than there are heels.
Yeah.
So, maybe they go with LeRae. But my gut tells me that it's too early for Io to lose. Io wins.
Io wins. I agree. I think I am predicting for the predictions that we will disagree on the last match. But we'll see. The main event of NXT TakeOver 31 this Sunday, October 4th, 2020. Live on the WWE Network, which you can get for $9.99.
Jesus.
Sign up today.
No, don't. Illegally stream it.
Oh, hey, but
Don't give them any money.
if you're not a subscriber, you get it for free. You can get Taker for free and then say jargon, and then you won't have to pay. We got Finn Balor,
The Prince.
the Prince, versus representing the Undisputed Era, Tag Team Wrestling Extraordinaire, Technical Wizard, unhinged animal when he needs to be, Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly stated whenever Finn was in Japan, Kyle went to Japan, Finn then went to the United States. Then he came to the United States to go join NXT, but by that time Finn had moved up to Raw. They are finally together, and he's always wanted to wrestle Finn Balor. Finn acknowledges how good Kyle O'Reilly is as a singles competitor, referencing his past before NXT, and Finn emphatically stated, you could be the champion at any time and take the belt away from anyone except me. And Kyle O'Reilly says that the Era Boys are not going to show up. He's going there like a man. And he's going to win. He is going to beat Finn Balor. Now, John, you said we're going to disagree. So you go with your prediction first.
Well, and keep in mind, I'm basing this based on what I think you're going to say. As much as I love Kyle O'Reilly, as much as I love the Undisputed Era, I think Finn Balor retains. And I think he retains by just being quicker. And it's hard to out-quick Kyle O'Reilly, but I think if anyone can do it, it's Finn Balor. And I think it's going to be a very emotional match. I think there's going to be some great storytelling. And I think all the storytelling is going to be done in the ring. I don't even think we're going to see them go outside. If we do, it'll be for a dive spot, but nothing like environmental attacks. We're not going to see that in this match, not at all.
Not with this version of Finn?
Oh, hell no. I don't think so, because I think the respect is what's going to play in here. As much of a heel as Finn is now, you get the sense that he respects the hell out of Kyle O'Reilly and vice versa.
Right.
So, I don't know, man. I think Finn's professionalism is going to shine more so than the heelishness in this match. And for that reason, I think Finn retains.
How do you think he retains? Pin, submission, what?
Coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. But I think it's going to take a couple tries.
1, I think it's too early to take the title off of Finn. 2, I think it's too early to have Kyle O'Reilly lose. If they're going for a singles push, it is real. He got thrown into the fire real quick.
Yeah.
Now, if WWE are smart, they will have this go to a time limit draw.
Is there a time limit?
There is when they want it to be.
Yeah, but I don't think they haven't announced that there's a time limit, but we could see like a double count out. But I
don't think the Undisputed Era are going to interfere
until after the match.
I don't think that either.
Really?
Really.
See, I think if Kyle loses, I think if O'Reilly loses, Adam Cole's going to attack at some point. Maybe even on NXT. But I don't know, man. I've been getting an uneasy feeling with the Undisputed Era promos.
Now, Finn Balor has held the title before, and his whole promo on it's time for people to fight each other to get to me, all that stuff. So maybe his title reign now is to put somebody else over. This is a really hard one to call.
It really is.
And I would be elated if Kyle O'Reilly won.
I would
But
too.
I do not think that Finn is going to lose the title right now. But I don't want Kyle O'Reilly to lose definitively. So my prediction is at the end of the night, Finn Balor still holds the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Or whatever it's called.
I think just the NXT title. But so, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said it's going to take more than one coup de grace to put Kyle O'Reilly down. Because they got to find a way to keep Kyle O'Reilly looking strong if they're going to go forward with this singles run. And I think the way that you do that is have him lose defiantly or shenanigans.
I don't want any shenanigans.
I don't want any shenanigans either, but you know who's behind the curtain, really. I think we might see a double count out. Or even a double knockout with a full refs count to 10 with them laying in the ring.
That'd be really cool.
That would be cool. That would be cool because it's not something that they do. It happens not often enough to even call it a rarity.
Right. So, Armbar Audio's predictions. Kushida, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Damian Priest, Io Shirai, Finn Balor.
Yeah, I really thought we were going to disagree on the main event because you're a huge O'Reilly fan.
I am,
And
but
I am too.
I also think logically and stuff. Anyway, so as John said earlier about a G1 show,
Yeah.
later on this month, at the end of the G1, we are going to have a top G1 matches show. Next week,
Yeah,
we will be bringing the top 15 matches of September with our friend the Nerdy Mark, Siddharth Saram. And somewhere in between those two shows...
September was too good.
Yep. And somewhere in between those two shows, we will get back to our normalcy. If you haven't yet, hit like, hit subscribe, tell all your wrestling friends that Armbar Audio exists.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
Check out that link tree in the description as well because we're not just video. We are an audio podcast as well. We have audio platforms. We're on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, Castbox, I think. Spotify? Did I say Spotify already?
I don't know.
Who knows what I said?
It also has all of the links to our social media accounts. Yeah. We plan on getting a TikTok soon. Once we get the fan base, we'll probably start a Discord server.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Also, you'll notice our logo in the corner of our screen here is pink. And that is because we have gone pink for the month of October for breast cancer awareness.
Save the titties.
Save the titties. Please go to whatever charitable websites you know of. And this month, really donate. Get those dollars in. Or just spread awareness if you can't donate financially. Like, it's a serious thing, and it kills people. I have people in my family that have been affected. Some that have survived, some that haven't. So, get the word out.
And with that, wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, or night, you have a great one, and peace and love to all of you. Bang!